Hi, my name's Sydney Areola, and this is my story about the MDS program and my experience throughout it. When I first entered into the MDS program, I feel like I wasn't really sure of who I was or what direction I wanted to go in, and then what my life would look like after completing the program. I found this program actually after being denied from a few different nursing programs. Um, I applied to CWIs and didn't get in due to not having enough points, but I applied to NNUs and was accepted after doing all of the testing and prerequisites. And then upon them running my background check, they removed me from the program and sent me a letter saying that I was removed and like wouldn't meet with me or anything to give my side of the story. The nature of like my background is stuff from when I was 18. I'm now about to be 27, so it's almost been 10 years. I feel like when I was 18, I was like even more so lost and just trying to figure out where I fit into the world. And so I made poor choices and they've continued to affect me. I completed different programming and things for those background issues and actually had them reduced down to misdemeanors, and still they wouldn't let me give my side of the story or give me a chance in their program. They didn't say it necessarily was their program, but just that trying to get my license would be a difficult thing, even if I went through the program trying to get like certified and stuff. So I went to CWI. As I was going to CWI, I graduated in 2017 with a Bachelor of Arts, and it was just a liberal arts degree. And then I decided at that point is when I really wanted to pursue nursing. So I had a lot of credits at CWI still. So I looked into their nursing program and other programs of what the prerequisites would take. And so I continued at CWI for another year and received a Bachelor of Science in biology with a healthcare emphasis. And during that time, I completed all the prerequisites that I would need. So I did have a lot of credits transferring over to BSU and a lot of diverse credits, science and other things. When I met with the nursing advisor at BSU, trying to see if I could get into their program, she said it probably wouldn't be possible either. And so I feel like during that meeting, she suggested that I get in contact with one of the advisors at the MDS program. So I reached out to them and met with Brooke, and she was amazing. She listened to my story and made me feel like, oh yeah, this is where I should be at, and this is how I can continue to move forward with my life. After meeting with her, I applied to the program and filled everything out and was accepted. And so I changed my major from psychology and with a minor in addiction studies to MDS. And I decided that I wanted to focus on public health in case I do still want to try to apply to ISU's accelerated nursing program in the next year. So with this public health background, I feel like that can help me in my studies or help me if I begin working in the healthcare field of some sort. Over the last year, I've been at BSU. My life hasn't gone as planned. I actually have gone through a divorce and now a single mom while still trying to finish my degree. I've had to begin to work full time, and so I work 40 hours a week plus still going to school full time, doing mom duties and all those things. I feel like I've just had to keep an open mind throughout everything and just continue to put one foot in front of the other no matter how hard or difficult or overwhelmed I get. One of the biggest impacts that I received like in the MDS program was working through multiple times the integrative learning module and reading multiple times through the Creating Great Choices book as well. I feel like that really opened up my mind to things because previously I saw everything so black and white that when I was faced with a problem, there was only certain solutions, either a black or white solution. And through the integrative program or learning process, I was able to learn different ways to implement new possible solutions that aren't so limiting and allow me to take certain things from one idea or solution and apply them with certain things from another solution that I like. And this is where you get the integrative learning from and finding new possibilities that can benefit the stakeholders that are in the problem. In 315 is when we began doing the integrative learning process, I think. And that's when we had to do our own, a problem of our own. And I wanted to do one about staying home and trying to get all the work done because back then I was just staying home all day with my son. But I think I turned it into something to do with work, a problem that I was facing at work with my boss about not being paid appropriately for what I felt like my duties were. I learned this by breaking down the problem that I was having, using the templates that were provided in the book, the examples that were provided in the book. Everyone was like going through the same process, and so, but like each individual person had their own problem that they were facing. So it was interesting to read and see everyone else's that they were focusing on. Now that I'm about to graduate from the MDS program, I feel like I've grown so much as a person. I'm able to balance like all my obligations and prioritize what needs to be done when I'm faced with a problem, either at work, my personal life, or out in the community or other social gatherings or events. I feel like I handle them better. Before I'd kind of shut down or see things, like I said, so black and white. But now I'm able to implement those things and just continue to move forward and dig deeper into those problems. And I feel like that will help me a lot as I continue to move forward in my career.